Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. You're also kind of a nerd. You were just reading an interesting side note in the Fani Willis in the Georgia ruling, which is...
Yeah, this great footnote from Judge McBurney. And for some, being a subject of a criminal investigation can, a la Rumpelstiltskin, be turned into golden political capital, making it seem more providential than problematic. But regardless, simply being the subject of an investigation doesn't give you standing to bring a claim to stop the investigation.
Yeah. Haha. Neener, and also Neener Neener. And Nanny Nanny Boo Boo, I believe, is in the judge's ruling. Okay. Huh? Yeah, and he did this with his hands. Okay. So Allison, one before the break, I was talking about this, Jessica Tarloff. These shows are designed, the five, they're designed to make it seem like both sides do it and everything is just an opinion. Because Judge Jeanine, of course, was just completely dead wrong about the, Ukraine investigation and President Biden. Tarloff was indeed correct in her claim that Shokin was fired for refusing to investigate corruption in Ukraine. And it wasn't just but Jeanine Pirro was wrong. She knew she was wrong, right. And she knows it's exactly the opposite of the truth. USA Today explained in October 2019, sources ranging from former Obama administration officials to anti-corruption advocate in Ukraine say the official, Viktor Shokin, was ousted for the opposite reason Trump and his allies claim. It wasn't because Shokin was investigating a national gas company tied to Biden's son. It was because Shokin wasn't pursuing corruption among the country's politicians, according to a Ukrainian official and 4 American officials who specialized in Ukraine in Europe. But, this is why, as we were saying, this Trump cult is never going to move, because we do not have one set of facts anymore. We have Fox News that makes you think.
Yeah, and there's the problem here is that these things require a little bit of brain power and nuance to understand, and they can't grasp the reality of the situation, so they buy the opposite lie, because it's easy. And it's repeated in their face 100 times.
Yeah, my girlfriend has to deal with Trumpers, a lot. And I just was watching TV saying, he is just the biggest crook. I mean, this country's ever experienced. And she said, well, they would tell you that Biden's the crook. I'm like, okay, what? I said, what crime has he ever been charged with or convicted of ever in 50 years in politics? I mean, But this is, this is what they put out there. Oh, both sides, all sides are, have crooks, and they're all crooked. All politicians are blah blah blah, right?
Right. That's the refrain, is the both sides are the same.
Right. And by the way, as we were saying, if Joe Biden keeps rocking that backwards baseball cap and his swim trunks, he's going to carry Florida this time. He's looking good. Yeah, both sides don't do it. The other one is a tub of orange treasonous goo.
Yes.
Joe Biden's in really good shape. Just saying. Okay, let's go to Rick in Pennsylvania. You're on with Allison. Hello, Rick.
Hey, I just wanted to mention to you guys that as much as I hear the experts, lawyers and otherwise on the media say, oh, there's nothing unusual about somebody paying for someone else's defense counsel. Well, yeah, that's true under normal circumstances. But in this case, Trump says, I'll get you a lawyer. The paying for another person's defense is only if that person gets the choice of what lawyer he should retain. And that's not the deal with Trump.
Yeah.
You have to have independent counsel.
It's almost like he wants people to lie for him. I don't mean to be rude.
It's not unheard of to pay somebody's legal bills. What could be problematic legally for him is that he told people when he was raising that money that it was going to go to the election defense fund, not to his criminal defense fund.
Right.
And that could be wire fraud.
Right. Well, the fact that they're still giving him money to pay his legal bills for him continually committing crimes is, I don't know what to. Speaking of, by the way, Pennsylvania and money, the mayor of Erie, Pennsylvania wants Trump to pay in advance after saying that he stiffed the city $35,000 for a past Trump event. So the money was earmarked for city workers, including police officers who worked overtime to make sure that his rally came off. I just feel like the grift is going to have to be up at some point.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. People keep letting him do it, man. I don't know. He just got a $225 million loan from Phil's bank in Pacoima or something.
Does Phil have a bank now?
I don't know why they keep lending him money and giving him space and paying for stuff up front with him.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
I got a question for you. Ginny Thomas has come under fresh scrutiny after the Michigan State Attorney General's office announced criminal charges against the 16 fake electors who signed the official documents declaring Trump the winner of the 2020 election. Her lawyer has publicly said that Thomas simply signed a pre-written letter, but there is reportedly evidence she played a larger role in efforts to overturn the 2020 election, said one expert. If so, Ginny Thomas may have crossed the line of political advocacy or aggressive legal strategy into criminal conduct. She obviously also was in contact with Mark Meadows and John Eastman. This is the ultimate no one's above the law case, isn't it? Because so far it seems like she is. Yeah,
and I mean it's those are tough crimes to prove. You know, there was a bunch of banana people, you know, not all with it folks that were telling the electors and you know, telling Mark Meadows and telling the president that you know they didn't lose the election. I mean, where do you draw that line when it becomes criminal? That's something for Jack Smith to parse out, and I 100% have faith that he will.
Yeah.
And I trust him so much that the decisions that he makes are probably the best ones for us.
Yep. Kevin in D.C., you're on with Allison. Hello, Kev.
Well, good morning, and what a great day. I'm on the show with two B's. That is Bespectable Beauties. Always awesome.
Yes.
You know, I always thought that at the very least, Republicans didn't like to lose. They won't often do the right thing because it's the right thing. They just don't like to lose. So I'm wondering, with all the court cases you and Allison he's lost, not to mention all the elections they've lost the last few years, with Trump being the head. Why do they keep doing this? Of course, these are the same people who revere the Confederacy, who are also a bunch of big losers. So I guess it's just in their gene pool or something? Because otherwise I think they cut this out and stop when they get the brains beat out every other moment.
Yeah, I mean, where is that? Let's play that for Allison. Where's 13? This is just one of the many members of the Brain Trust at the Trump rally in Iowa this weekend.
I am a huge Trump supporter, and I was just told yesterday that I was part of a cult, and I'm damn proud of it. I am. Not only does he part of us, he's part of us. He truly is, and the things that the liberals are putting his family through is horrendous.
Allison, he got indicted for you, as you know, as he told you this weekend. He did this for you.
Like Jesus.
Jesus. Yes,
or like the nanny in The Omen.
There you go.
Right.
Yes.
Part Jesus, part nanny in The Omen.
Yes. It's all
but
for
at
you,
any rate,
Damien.
it's all for you, America. So one lady did say, you know, it's God and then Trump.
Bunch of classified documents, and so I'm glad he took the bullet there for me.
Yeah. He gives and he gives for you specifically. Okay. I don't. Okay. I guess they just are dumb enough to buy it. They're just like, okay, thank you. How does he think? Okay. Also, we were reporting the news today that once again, statistics have proven out that COVID is killing way more Trump supporters. So it really is a death cult. It really is like a Jim Jones death cult. Like they literally have drank the Kool-Aid. And, you know, it has killed massively more red state and Trump voters than I should have worn, Chris, one of my hurry up and die shirts, but I decided to go with Alpha Liberal.
You chose wrong.
You're not going to buy any unvaccinated sperm?
I would need that because middle-aged lesbian says what? Okay. Michael in the Bronx, you're on with Allison. Hello, Mike.
Hello, sexy liberal mama and everybody. A couple of reminders.
Thank you for identifying me as the sexy one this time.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been left out in the last few conversations. Thank you, Mike.
And everyone else.
And the rest on Gilligan's
and the rest,
Island.
Gilligan's Islands. Cast-offs. Yes, Michael.
Well, I love you all, nonetheless. Let's set that record straight. First, a couple of reminders regarding Trump. Number one, when he says that, should I say, he complains about being indicted for this latest chapter when he instructed his staff to remove the security cameras. You know, all this time, I heard this excellent argument. All this time, he kept saying he had a right to those documents, those were his, and everything was legit. Well, if everything was legit, then why in the world would you instruct your staff to remove the security cameras and delete video footage? If everything was legit, I would think you would want that video footage as
Thank you.
exculpatory evidence.
Because
but-
say it with me, they are the dumbest criminals ever.
I actually have an answer
can't.
to this. I have an answer
Yes,
to this.
go
He
ahead.
wasn't trying to cover up. He wasn't trying to destroy the video to show that he didn't have the boxes. He was trying to destroy the video of him moving the boxes.
Right.
He was trying to obstruct his obstruction.
Yes. It is a little multi-layered. And also...
And I think there might even be a tertiary, like, inception
So it's an
obstruction
inception.
where I think that the pool guy drained the pool to kill the servers to get rid of them, the video of them plotting to delete the video of the obstruction.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
it's a
It's a
Yes.
dream within a dream within a dream.
Yes.
Yes.
And also a little bit Homer Simpson trying to disappear into the bushes.
I see that's exactly where my brain first went when I heard that.
You'll never see me in here. Oh, there's security cameras. This is so dumb. It's just not even to be believed. Okay, should I finish up whatever baby's
All right, here
statements
we go.
from the bassinet of the 45th president? Security tapes that were voluntarily given to deranged Jack Smith and DOJ were not, I'm told, deleted in any way, shape, or form. Prosecutorial misconduct. Okay, that's not true. Oh, I haven't heard about her this long a while. Crazy Nancy Pelosi didn't do an impeachment inquiry on me for making a perfect phone call. The radical left lunatics just impeached. Crooked Joe Biden stole millions and millions of dollars from China and many other countries, and Republicans in Congress just talk. Nothing will happen. Some actually say they have other things to do. What a difference!
What?
Hang on. Baby's not cried out yet. Hang on. I expect nothing from the meeting with my lawyers and the lunatics at DOJ regarding January 6th. They just want to interfere in the presidential election 24. It's their new form of cheating, but we will win. All right. I don't have the breath power for the last two, but okay. Paul in Seattle, you're on with Allison.
Oh, I love smart, sexy brain food. I want to ask Allison a question.
Eat it up. Yes.
I don't hear anybody talk about this, but Trump has said offhand many times publicly, I'm not president anymore. He said it at the CNN town hall. He said it during the debt ceiling negotiations. He says, I don't care. I'm not president. And he said it on the Bedminster audio tape. I could have declassified these when I was president, but I'm not president anymore. I can't. So
Right.
aren't public statements by a defendant considered evidence? They're not hearsay. And will it be brought up that show that? I mean, he may be stating a matter of fact, but like, when did this occur to him? That you're not president?
Sure, but evidence of what? Because it's not really evidence that the election wasn't stolen. Because he can say, yeah, I'm not president anymore because they stole it from me because it was rigged.
Right.
He could agree publicly he's no longer president, but still maintain that it was done improperly or illegally. So I don't really think that would be a statement that could be used against him to show that he knows that he lost. What can be are the multiple reports and everybody in their mom telling him that he lost.
Right.
And him saying, I can't believe I lost to this guy.
Right. And also, I don't want you to know, Mark. It's embarrassing.